Hello. How goes it? How's everyone doing today? Oh, hey, new YouTube subscriber. Whee! I'm doing okay this morning. Doing okay. Just kind of hanging out. I'm going to be doing my Twitch streams on this channel in the evenings for probably a few weeks. Because my laptop does not like staying connected to Twitch for some reason. It'll like connect for like 5 minutes and then glitch out and disconnect, and it's very annoying. So I'm just gonna do the streams on YouTube until I get my new computer finished. Hello everybody! I'm just mostly hanging out this morning. Just hanging out, vibing. Vibing away. I left my glasses in the other room, but I'm afraid to go get them because I don't want to wake up the little fox. I'm going to be doing some house hunting today. Should be fun. No, but fun fact, I've been around a good year before Shy Lily started streaming. I'm an OG orca. Woo! Don't mind me, I'm trying to wake up. That's why I got my iced coffee here. My nice bottled iced coffee. Yeah, like, I'm not gonna get butthurt that not everybody's gonna treat my content positively. Because I admit, there's probably, there's people out there that consider this genre to be very weird. And I don't blame them for, like, not knowing what to make of it. Yeah, his reaction was funny. The commenters were kind of like, were your comments necessary, people? But his reaction was genuinely very amusing. Yeah, I've been dealing with some, like, really intense nausea lately. And I know why. Like, it's not a surprise I'm nauseous, but it's just annoying, you know? I miss eating. Oh, I'm glad you like my ASMR. Appreciate you, friend. Oh, you didn't have to send that one in, but I appreciate you. Thank you. Because I was wondering how, like, he and his people would react to something not lewd, like something a bit more, like, reassuring and calming and, like, girlfriendy kind of a thing. Because, yeah, you'd expect people to, like, laugh and be weirded out by, like, the lewd stuff, but I'm curious to see how not ASMR fans would react to something a bit more comforting. Mommy Orca has several baby orcas. Mommy Orca already has two baby orcas, and they're both still asleep for right now. So one of the air conditioners in my home broke, and it's the air conditioner that covers like the main part of the building. So I don't like going downstairs now because it's too hot. I'm very proud of my older kid, by the way. My mom asked if she wanted to go see the Minion movie yesterday, and she was like, "Nah, no, thank you." And I'm like, "Child, I'm so proud of you. So proud of you for not being mind warped by the Minions." I haven't seen his other videos yet, because reaction content, unless it's like critiquing reaction content, isn't really my bag. Like the kind of reaction content I like is like the old iDubbbz and H3H3 kind of stuff where like they'd react to something but they would like pause it and then spend like 5 minutes doing a sketch like ragging on it basically. I personally choose not to celebrate July 4th because I my family goes out and does things, but I stay home with my dog. Because when people start lighting off firecrackers and stuff in the neighborhood, she gets very scared and whimpers, and if no one's around, she'll pee everywhere. So I choose to stay home and comfort the dog so she doesn't like freak out and pee everywhere. Good morning. Today should be an interesting day for me, considering doing a little bit of house hunting. Fortunately, the house we found is like 2 hours away, so we got to leave in like an hour or two to get to the appointment with the realtor. But it's mostly in our budget. Mostly, it's a little high, but hopefully we can like, if we really like the house, we could like talk them down a little bit. But it's nice and big, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and it sits on 6 acres of land, so I don't have to worry about obnoxious neighbors. You know, I keep saying I don't want to live in a small town anymore because I currently live in a small town, and it's very inconvenient because I don't drive. But at the same time, I don't want to be surrounded by really nosy, noisy neighbors. So it's kind of a toss up. VTuber ASMR is a thing that happens. I do ASMR streams weekly. I usually was doing them on Twitch, but I'm doing them on YouTube now for a little bit. Angel Steps, I don't know if she's changed up, but in the beginning when she started, she was at core an ASMR VTuber. That was all she would do, was do ASMR in her VR chat program. But please send good luck to us that either this house or one in the vicinity of this house works out for us and we can afford it and we can get it, because we actually have to move pretty soon. Like, we have to be out of this house and somewhere new, getting settled before the beginning of February, which seems like a ways away. But when you really think about the logistics of getting a new place and moving, it's not that long. What made me want to make ASMR videos? Well, I didn't want to make ASMR videos. It's not what I set out to do with this channel. This channel was supposed to be just a repository for random crap I was making, just to share on other platforms like forums and my blog and stuff like that. But I was asked on a forum to show how I can like act as like different character types and personalities. Unfortunately, I didn't really have a very good camera at the time, so I couldn't really just make a video. But I did have a really good microphone that I was using for podcasting with a friend of mine at the time. So I figured I can still act, I can just do it audio based. And I made a couple of recordings and I uploaded them. And a friend of mine who is into ASMR happened to listen to them. And she was like, you should put the ASMR tag on these. Is it really relaxing? And I'm like, I have no idea what that is, but okay. And then I tagged it as ASMR and somehow people found them. And I'm like, who are you and how did you find me? And people were like, no, we want more of these, do more. I'm like, oh, okay. So I did more of them, and more of them, and more of them, and more of them. And as I did more of them, I learned more what ASMR is and what it's for and whatnot. But in the beginning, I had no idea what I was doing. No idea. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So how's everybody doing today? Everyone doing okay? Good morning. Life's alright. Life's alright. Just kind of coping with everything going on right now. I decided I'm only going to make maybe a few videos a week instead of a lot of videos a week to kind of relax my brain and let myself get more sleep. Because for me to make my videos these days, I have to get up at like 3 in the morning. And I get pretty wiped out doing that, so to allow myself more days to sleep in, I'm only going to like try to work on stuff a few days a week. Oh, they're already eating. They're chasing some seals. Favorite sea creature? Probably beluga whales, because they're really cute, and they sing, and they're cute, and they're chubby. I like cute, chubby things that sing. gotta drink water too. You can listen to me at work, as long as it doesn't distract you from your job. I wouldn't want anyone getting fired on my account. I wish when I worked my other job, I could like listen to like podcasts or streams or whatever during downtime. But we weren't allowed any electronics on the floor. We had to like lock up our phones when we were on the floor. It was very annoying. Because it'd get pretty dead. I'd be sitting out there waiting for a client, and there'd be like over an hour of like no one there, just us workers sitting there waiting for people. And there were TVs in the main room, but they were always set to like sports or news, and it was very boring. Hello. Oh, my reaction got 1K views on his channel. That's really good for him. Yay. I've seen those AI art generator sites, or AI image generator sites in general. They're very funny. Like, someone did Elon Musk at Coachella, and I laughed. I laughed very hard at that. Also, Elon Musk as a cryptid. Good morning. You ever eat something that tastes really good, but it also makes you really thirsty, so you kind of don't like eating it? I had that problem at breakfast this morning. I saw 8 Mile like long time ago. Very long time ago, because I saw it when I was at my grandma's house. So that puts it like at least a decade ago, if not more. I love sushi. It doesn't make me thirsty though. Now peanut butter, that makes me thirsty, and I hate it because peanut butter goes well on a lot of things. But I can't eat it without getting incredibly thirsty. Burgers and burritos? Oh, that's tough. Probably burgers, because I can do more with a burger than a burrito. So there's some discourse going on sex worker Twitter. This girl posted that someone wants to have an appointment with her who says he's a cop. And she's like, should I see him? Because he says he's a cop. And it's like, no. Because if he is a cop and you don't have all your paperwork in line, he could very easily arrest you. And if he's not a cop, but is pretending to be one, he's also dangerous and could get you arrested or kill you. Don't see him. Good morning. Orcas can be very friendly. His husband and my first love? No. Which is very unfortunate for him, but we started getting together at an age where it's like we've already like loved and lost and all that bullshit, so it's kind of like we were more emotionally and ready and more emotionally, mentally mature to be together. No, I had a serious relationship in high school, a couple in college. Out of college, I was really into somebody, and then a bunch of drama made us not get together. A whole lot of stuff happened. My best relationship advice I could ever give anybody, especially to people who want to get married, is you have to make sure you're getting with someone for the right reasons. Like, don't feel peer pressured into a relationship. And especially don't feel peer pressured into marriage or kids. Like, do things at your own pace. You gotta keep in mind that orcas make the choice to not bother people. Because people come into the vicinity of orcas all the time. We're always infringing on their habitats. And they are very powerful creatures. They could tip small boats over with group effort very easily. But they don't bother people in the wild. It's only when they're confined to tanks and fed drugs and shit that they go crazy and attack people. I'm craving Doritos, but I don't have any. I should probably pick up some Doritos today. But I've seen videos of orcas actually doing things to like help people. Like if there's like a blockage in a small narrow waterway, orcas will like clear the blockage and let people's boats pass. It's pretty neat. And historically, Australian whalers used to get help from orcas to know when large baleen whales were coming near where they were, and following the orcas to the baleen whales. Do I want a cassowary? No, they're evil. They're like very vicious birds. Who wants a cassowary? It's like, who wants an emu? They're vicious. When I was a kid, I was visiting my grandma, and we went through one of those drive-through zoo things, and there was like, I don't know if they were ostriches or emus, but they started pecking at my grandma's car. And she had a panic attack because they would not stop pecking at her car. And you couldn't drive very fast through there, or else the security would like mow you down and like cite you because they don't want you running over the animals. But these birds would not stop pecking the car. They were denting the roof. And my poor grandma drove a BMW, so she was very persnickety about what touched her car. And these birds were just leaving dents on it. I'm familiar with Free Willy. I saw the original back in the 90s and haven't seen the sequels, but I've seen the original. It's a cute movie. Which food do I like? I like a lot of food. Like, I like Japanese food, I like Chinese food, Korean, Mexican, Dominican. I've had Kenyan food before, it was pretty good. I like all kinds of food. I don't remember. I know they had, like, pale heads and necks, though. This was when I was, like, 7. And I'm old now, so my memory is not very good. Did I see Jurassic Park? Which Jurassic Park? Because there's been a bunch of Jurassic Park movies. I've seen the first 3, and that was it. I've not seen any of the Jurassic World movies. I might make VTuber ASMR videos. It's just right now I have very limited computer abilities. And recording VTuber stuff, especially when you have something else that's really intensive, like an ASMR mic running at the same time, draws a lot of the computer's capacity. And then rendering out that video takes a million years, if it renders out correctly at all to begin with. Because I tried it before and it didn't work. It wouldn't render correctly. Of course I know Takis. I haven't had Takis in a while, but I know Takis. Not super into super spicy stuff. Yeah, I saw Jurassic Park 1 like a long time ago. I was a kid when it came out. I know they're armored fish. I don't know what their names are. Did you know that anglerfish mate by having like the females be really big, and then the males are tiny and helpless and they bite onto her, and then fuse with her until all that's left pretty much is their genitals. They just fuse with the female. And they spend their whole lives just fertilizing her eggs. And females have been found with like dozens of males fuse with her at a time. So she's having a grand old time getting her eggs, her eggs laid. She's just having a grand old time. Having all the babies. I've not seen any of the Jurassic World movies. If I could shift into an animal, it would probably be something like really inconspicuous. But that's hard, considering I'd want to be an animal that people would leave alone, but nobody leaves animals alone anymore. Considering how strict YouTube's TOS has become with what content you can put up, nothing even remotely like what I put on Patreon is going on YouTube. Because I don't want my channel to get yeeted. YouTube's gotten very, very strict. I've considered going into marine biology, but that's a lot of schooling, and I ain't got time. My favorite mythological animal is probably... That's tough, because there's some cool ones. I've always been a fan of the Jersey Devil, just because it's so bizarre. Oh, husbando knows not to mess with me when I get mad. Like, he knows better. He knows I will eat him. I've heard of the basking shark. I've actually seen one once when I was uh, doing like a boat trip. I saw one near the surface. It was pretty neat. You know, if I could be one, I totally would be a mythological creature, because that'd be neat. I'd like to see an alternate version of me that isn't disabled and is successful at life. That'd be nice to see. I've seen whale sharks. I actually went to a aquarium that had whale sharks. I kind of felt bad for them because they're very big animals and they need a lot of space, and I don't think it's very fair to keep them in a tank. But they were neat to see. I'd give my parrot to anybody who wants it, who could take care of it. I've never touched a shark. Aside from, I think I might have touched a nurse shark once when I was a kid, but I've never actually touched a shark. I've seen shoebill storks. I used to joke with my dad when I saw one at a zoo that my uncle looks like one. What I mean, why is it blinking? Because I'm blinking. I don't have my glasses, so it's a little hard for me to see, so I kind of have to squint. And when I squint, I blink a lot. I'm using a webcam to capture instead of my phone, so it's not as sensitive as my phone. So it detects some movements as not the correct movements. Like if I have a piece of hair fall over my face, like over one eye, it thinks that eye is closed. Least favorite land, sea, air animal? My least favorite animal ever is scorpions. Because they're gross and poisonous. And they kill things. And I don't like them. Switch. Zoos are fun. Some animals I don't think belong in zoos, like elephants and stuff. But they're fun. Cheetahs are adorable. I love cheetahs. Well, the orcas in Happy Feet are Antarctic type sea orcas, and they eat things like penguins and small seals and stuff. No, no. I have my phone in my hand and it keeps going off because the realtor I'm seeing is like trying to confirm that I'm actually going to meet with them. Because I have to leave in like an hour. Husband goes to sleep. Because he went to bed at 2 in the morning. Even though I told him not to because we had stuff to do early this morning. I hope House Sunny goes well too, because we very badly need a new place. I can't stay up late anymore personally. My body doesn't do it. I have to go to bed early so I can get up early. Usually I get up when people are going to bed. It's very weird. What fictional food I like to eat? Whatever people in anime eat that looks really good. Because anime food just looks so much better than real food. I know of Monster Hunter, but I've never played it or seen it. House hunting sucks, just FYI. No one I know of has actually gotten taken down. People have gotten demonetized, which is not the same thing as being taken down. Like, I'm demonetized, but I don't bitch about it really. Because I've looked over the TOS, and I've realized some of my content, while it doesn't violate TOS, it violates the TOS for being monetized, which is slightly different than regular TOS. The TOS for being monetized is actually a lot stricter than the TOS for just having content on YouTube. As people are like, "Why am I demonetized? My stuff's wholesome," and I'm like, do you show anything? Like, is it visual or is it just audio? It's just audio. Is there kissing or any kind of mouth sound at all? Well, there is kissing. Bam, there you go. They're a lot stricter on stuff that they cannot see than stuff that they can see. They don't know for sure it's just kissing sounds by audio alone, because they can't see what you're actually doing. They can't see that you're just kissing your hands and not, slopping over a dildo or something. So they err on the side of caution, which sucks, but that's just what they're going to do. I've done a few collabs before. I've collabed with Tomoe. I've collabed with who else? With Kim Carter, a few other people. I've collabed with Chris Patton, who's a professional voice actor. Kissing in and of itself isn't offensive if you can see that you're kissing. Like, if you showed your face and showed that you were just, like, kissing the back of your hand, YouTube very likely would not care. the fact that they can't see what you're doing and are only hearing mouth sounds that don't sound like you're eating, that's what sets them off. Like a few months ago, anything involving licking ears became something that they would demonetize because of people like Amaranth on Twitch who would do ASMR streams in their underwear, moaning and licking ears. It's specifically because of that kind of content that they decided to go strict on ear licking. Oh, I've eaten so much I just want to go to sleep. It's not that they don't like kissing, it's that they don't know it's actually kissing. Because they can't see it. Sounds can be done for nearly anything. Like, I don't know if you know this, but how they make the yucky sound effects in hentai, where it sounds like the squishy boom boom, is made by squishing and slapping fruit. Like, they will take melons and peaches and smush them around into a microphone to get that squishy wet sound. Now, when you watch a hentai, it sounds like naughtiness, but if you're actually at the studio in the Foley department, it would just be people slopping and squishing fruit around. A lot of people get by only eating one meal a day. It's not that uncommon. Foley is the art of physically making sound effects instead of like digitally making them. It's when you take a microphone and make a sound effect for like a film or a radio drama or whatever into the microphone itself. It used to be a lot more of a respected art than it is now. Yeah, it's literally just people squishing fruit and slapping melons. Like literally to get the sound of like slapping a butt, they'll take like a cantaloupe and slap it. Yeah, obviously the moaning sounds are actual moaning done by the voice actress, but they just will compile the voice sounds from the actors on top of the Foley that they make in the studio. So basically, YouTube, in terms of monetization, really errs on the side of caution now because they're afraid of advertisers. They would rather get ad money from whatever advertiser advertising their platform than not get ad money. So if they can't confirm what content is because they can't see it, they're going to err on the side of caution. And I don't blame them for that because watch people, because there have been people who have literally taken actual porn, taken the visuals off of it, slapped a thumbnail on it that looks like an innocuous little anime girl, and uploaded it. Hi, Wayne. YouTube took a turn when advertisers started getting paranoid. YouTube makes most of its money through their ad networks. So, to keep advertisers, they have to err on the side of caution. That's just how it is. Regular mainstream TV can get away with more because there's more checks and balances that goes into making regular TV shows. With YouTube, it's individuals making content and uploading it themselves. There aren't checks and balances to the extent there is with mainstream TV and movies. Now, friend, you're supposed to listen to ASMR when you go to sleep. I use YouTube Premium because I want to make sure creators see some money and I don't have to sit through a million ads. Because ads on kids' content is the worst. Like, you look at the compilations of kids' music, after each song, there's at least one ad. It's very annoying. I know the song The Wellerman, I don't know the lyrics. So far, the latter half of this year has not been super great, but I hope it gets better for sure. Hello. Orcas are very thick. They're very thick animals. Buff women are awesome. I love buff women. One person I follow is Michelle McDaniel, and she makes really amazing content. And she's very funny. Hello, how you doing? How's your day going? Oh boy, good luck to you, mate. Oh shit, I have to get going, y'all. I have to get the older kid up and ready for school. I lost track of time, I'm sorry. I'll be back on later this evening though for an ASMR stream if y'all want to join me then. It's just gonna be like ASMR, like soft chatting, brushing, scratching, lotion, stuff like that. So if you dig that, come join me in like 12 hours. And I will be back. But thanks for joining me. Love you all. Stay awesome. Mwah.